but I'm going to address Mr. Molly Morris. Yeah. And the first thing, let me just put this up. This conversation was had on Facebook, right? So he addressed this to me. You put out a video of you crying and showing the damage. Let me start from the bottom. I have no idea why you are mad at me, but you clearly have mental health issues. I'm going to start with this first. Men are so quick. When you call a man or a dude on his nonsense, dudes are so quick to say, you crazy, you crazy. But let me share with you all what I know about Mr. Morris, and you make your decision on his mental health issues or if he has mental health issues, right? Because the fact that people want to say stuff about me fighting for what's right, I understand in our community, we are messed up as a people. We are truly, truly messed up as a people. And some of us will thrive in this life, but as a whole, as a group of people like the two Bobs and the Chinese, we will never be like them, etc. Chinese, Indians, whatever. We won't even be like the Gambians because they will stick together against strangers. They may have some in country fighting in countrymen. I don't know how to word it, but in something, I can't think of the word. In the family fighting, that's not what I'm thinking. Looking at, that's not the word I'm looking for, but you feel me. They may have some they may fight against each other, but they will stick together against us, against a stranger. But I don't know what's wrong with African people as a whole altogether. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this about the Black British dude by way of Jamaica, Bumster. Yeah. You say that you don't know why I'm mad with you. Let's just talk about. Let's start here. So, what mental health issues do you have, Mr. Morris, when you would lock Angel, allegedly lock Angel in a room? This was in the UK. Y'all, do y'all know who Angel is? Angel is, people thought that Angel was his wife, but Angel was his girlfriend. And like so many times, so many women, including myself, when you're in the gambling, you're dealing with someone that's not on your level financially, you may slip the person money, right? So they don't feel bad for not paying for things. I'm guilty of that. I am totally guilty of dealing with a broke ninja. Totally guilty. Now, Sister Angel went ahead and allowed Mr. Morris to look like he was the owner of Mo2's. Because how many of you all that have never been to the Gambia or went to the Gambia and realized or thought you've been to the Gambia, or you look at videos and you thought that Molly Morris was the owner of Mo2's? I know I did. I thought him and Angel were married. I should do this as one or two. I think I'm gonna do it as two. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing a hairstyle that I have not done before, and I should do this as one. Let's do it as one, because I'm getting in the water 6:15 tomorrow morning, so I should not be doing my hair all extravagant because it's probably going to get wet. So, we as, I don't know about any other nationality, but I know as Black women, we will forever support our mate and make them look good. So I feel like that's what she was doing by allowing him to act like and be a narcissist, like he owned Mo2's. So you want to say I have mental issues. You clearly have mental health issues, but what was going on with you, Mr. Morris, that a woman, Angel, brought you to the Gambia after you allegedly will lock her in the room and yell and scream at her? What is that? That's clearly mental health issues. But no, dudes always want to say, oh, you're this, you're broken, y'all did. Hey, dude, me and a sister was talking about this. Sorry, sister, but I have to say this. Let's not act like men don't have issues. Like our Black men do not have issues. And when I say Black men, I don't care where you were born. Because if you were born in Jamaica, you have issues. If you were born in the UK, you have issues. If you were born in America, we all have post-traumatic slave disorder. Post-traumatic Black disorder, because I don't know if Jamaica has slaves. I don't know. I don't know their history. I know the British, right, started, the racist people that are in America came from Europe. So I know it's more gangster there as far as racism than it is here. Okay, this video is totally going to be demonetized, but who cares? Who cares? I'm not in a stage where I'm really focused on making money from YouTube. I'm just putting out videos that well, I'm not going to say that. I'm putting out shorts, but I have quality videos. I just have to find time to edit them. You know, I don't want to just give y'all raw videos. You can be like, what the hell is this? I need to edit them, put voice. I need to edit them. That's why you all haven't gotten a lot of things. But I have been to the Gambia back and forth for 5 years. So you can imagine how much content I have. So when someone said, it's okay if you don't have content, sister, like I said, we are messed up as a people and we have issues. And it's okay. It's okay. Some of us are going to work on them, and some of us are just going to stay in their nonsense. And that's their choice. Everyone is making a choice. So, okay. So, Mr. Morris, you allegedly locked Angel in a room and yells at her through the door in the UK. That was before she brought you to the Gambia. Now, sister, excuse me, why you brought him to the Gambia, I have no idea. But I think so many times women just stay in things, and I don't know why. No judgment. I just don't know why. If there aren't any children, you are the moneymaker. What? For the third leg? Come on, man. Come on. But I think me and Angel, she may be a little bit older than me, but I think we round about the same age. I just don't think like everyone else. So, you do that to her. She brings you here. Now, you did the interview with Aisha May, right? Aisha shirt was here. You almost seeing her tetas. And the slit was up. Whatever. That's how she wanted to dress, fine. But at that time, we thought that they were married. I'm like, damn, she dressing like that in front of a married man for an interview? Okay. Not me. Not how I will handle it, but okay. What did Molly Morris say? Oh, you see, I couldn't even look at her eyes. I was looking, she had it on a platter. This is what he say in front of, if any female has ever been around Mr. Morris at Mo2's, you know that I'm not lying. You know he is extremely disrespectful. He says whatever comes to mind. Like, Angel doesn't matter, right? You say the most disrespectful and inappropriate things to women, like Angel is, but you accepted this, Angel. You accepted this behavior in the UK. So, of course, my grandmother always said, a man is only going to do as much as you allow him. You allowed him to treat you like that, and then you brought him to the Gambia. So, you thought he was going to stop? No. You wanted this, Molly. So I'm telling everything. Now, so that's the background, right? So you want to say, I have mental issues, but this is what you were doing to this woman. So now you say, you have no idea why you're mad. Why I'm mad at you? Okay. You and Angel. Because when I bought my Cadillac, when I bought my car, who knew it was going to bring so much hate? I guess I just didn't. I was naive. I just thought that if people were really taking the opportunity to pay $1,000 to go to Africa, that they were willing to work on relieving themselves of the American nonsense. And they were older than me, so I really thought that they had some maturity. And I'm realizing that that wasn't reality. That just wasn't the reality. So I didn't know that buying that car, I didn't realize that it was just like being in America, that buying that car was going to bring so much jealousy and hate. But whatever. That's their problem, not mine. I bought my dream car. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. And I will be selling my dream car. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Point blank, period. So I had just bought my car. I was with my security Madi at that time. And we had just finished doing some foundation work. So it was Friday. And I don't know if you all remember, at that time, they were having Fish Friday at Mo2's. I was like, yo, let's stop here. I'm hungry. We can stop. We can eat. And then, and go home. So he tells me, he's like, we sitting down, we eating. He says, oh, you should show him your new car. I said, no, I'm good, right? Because I know how we are. And when I say we, Angel and Dude are Black British, but they still Black, right? And Black people, I don't know. Some of us are just really jacked the F up and just whatever. Okay, so he's like, oh, you should go. They your friends, right? I'm like, no. They are associates, right? Y'all throw that friend word around too easily. I said, so no, they are associates. You should show them your card. Against my better judgment, I went and I showed Angel my car. Now, Angel came out to the car first, right? We were in the parking lot. Me and Marty was sitting outside eating, so he saw everything. He just didn't know what was being said because he was too far away. So she comes outside. She's looking at my car. Oh, this is nice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now she want to go and show Molly, right? We walking towards the back because you can get to her restaurant towards the back, right? So we going through the back because Molly was back there keying up in somebody's face. You know how he do, right? He was looking for the next come up. He found it. Had that anchor baby, didn't he? Oh God, I can't. So she goes, now while we're walking, Angel, they say, why you don't mess with Angel? Why Angel got to call me a bitch because of my car? It's not my fault you bought a lemon. It's not my fault that you got a man beside you that don't know anything and y'all bought a lemon. So you gonna hate on me because I bought a nice car? Yeah, she called me a B. I looked at her. Yes, I called you a B. I'm telling y'all, they wanted me in prison in the Gambia. These people totally tested my patience. Now, I would have been wrong if I would have lumped her up, right? It's okay, Angel, because y'all got y'all's, didn't you? So yeah, she called me a B. When she saw my car. So then she go back there and she's so excited to show Molly, right? Come. He's sitting on the little stool. She done knocked him off the stool. He didn't fail on the ground, right? That's why I said he'd be jealous of us. They be jealous. Y'all UK people. Some of y'all UK, a lot of y'all UK people. I met a few that were good, but I'm gonna talk about a few that are bad. So she pulls him off the stool. Oh, I gotta show you something. Oh, da. So then he puts his arm around me and says, oh, you deserve something good after all the stuff that has happened here, right? So we get to my car. She's running around the car with her hand on the car like she Vanna Black. Oh, you see my new car? You should have saw Molly's face, right? Now I'm feeling something different, right? We know when something ain't right. Like they smiling, but their face their face has not told their mind that, hey, you something else is being shown on your face. You're smiling, but that's not the real emotion. How you smiling like this? What is that? So then they talk about this Nissan Xterra that they bought that was a lemon. People are so crass. How much you pay for your car? B, how much did it cost for you to open your business? Who asked someone that? A hater. Right, Angel and Molly? Okay. So I said to them, they looking on the inside. I said to them, I'll give y'all a ride, right? I'll give y'all a ride and I'll chauffeur y'all. Y'all can sit in the back like the bosses you are. Always trying to encourage my people. Molly said, I don't want to ride. I don't want to get in your car, right? And what did Angel say? Yeah, we not riding. And they walked away. That was the last time I saw you, Molly Mother effing Morris. So when we get to the top of this message, this is why I had to give y'all a little background. So that was the last thing that you said to me. You hating on me because of my car. You and Angel, right? So you told me about the place that I had to stay in, right? The place that charged me $600 for the agent fee. You know the agent, Omar. Did y'all share that money? Absolutely, because now I know you are a true bumpster. You ain't have no money. You said, oh, I'm not an investigative journalist. I just know how to make chicken. Do you? Do you actually know how to make chicken? Because every business you opened, it went down. Pew. So I guess Angel was the money and the mind behind Mo2's. It wasn't you. Okay, let's move forward. So she didn't call me a B because of my car. They hate, and I don't want to ride in your car, this, that, and the third. So when I went back to the table, Mighty was like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I'm ready to go. Come on, I'm ready to go. Oh, I should have listened to myself because you never had anything. So it's like, let me show this off. This is a nice car. And Americans and Gambians were hating, but it's okay. It's a vehicle. It is what it is. Just like money. Money is energy. It's going to come and go. Whatever. How someone feels about me ain't got nothing to do with me. So now let's fast forward. Molly says, you put out a video of you crying and showing the damage, so I came down to see you. That's called checking in on your friend. You're not my friend. After y'all acted the way you acted when you saw my car, that's not how friends act, my ninja. So I don't know what type of ish y'all be on or how y'all treat each other, but that's not a friend. Not stop by unannounced. So yes, you did stop by unannounced. Why? I don't know. Because you asked me what did I need. I told you I needed food because I'm at the police station all day. Did I ask y'all to give it to me? No. You said I would have paid for it because I could have kept it in my refrigerator and heated it up on the stove when I needed it. I didn't ask for anything for free, Molly Morris, but you do all the time, Bumstead. You said I offered you help, but you never contacted me again, so I kept my distance. You are a bold-faced liar. When you left my compound that day that I was robbed, well, not the day I was robbed, whatever day you stopped by. I don't know what day it was, y'all. All the days just ran into one. But when you left my compound that day that you stopped by, the last thing that was said was what I needed. I said, I needed food. How can you help? I said, I needed food. Okay, I'm going to go to the restaurant and talk to Angel. That was the last thing you said, Ninja. So why would I have to contact you again when we talked about what you are? A bold-faced liar. So if you want to talk about someone that has mental issues, you need to look in the mirror. Why are you treating women like that? How many Americans did you run through? Because you were looking for your next come up, right? You're like the Mexicans and the foreigners that have anchor babies. You knew that if you gave her a baby, she's a black woman, she's going to take care of you. We know that. I see it. I see it. So there was, he said, back when you were scammed, I already talked about that. It's not like you did. First of all, let me address this even more then. The only inhabitable place that you showed me, because you know I was only scheduled to be there for 5 weeks to check on my investment. So you were living there for I don't know how many years. You didn't know any apartments, any guest houses. You only showed me the apartment that no. I think he only showed us compounds. The lesbian girl, Natasha, that I met through Phoenix, showed us apartments. One I wouldn't stay in with my dog. One looked like a daggone murder. The only thing that was missing was the white chalk on the ground, on the floor. The bay window was busted and broken glass. I said, how the hell y'all showing some? Y'all know we Americans, right? This is why I invested, because Americans, we have a certain standard of living. And that's why investing in a guest house would have been, it was a great idea, because even Gambians that lived in America was showing what they were showing us. I'm like, where did you live in America? Some of I was just like, okay, so these people don't understand American way of life. Now, when I say that, this is why I looked at it as in a business sense, because I know that certain Americans and the ones that are coming over are of a certain age and may have lived a certain lifestyle. And some of the women, the black women, are kind of bougie, right? Which is fine, right? You want air condition, you want cable, you want this, you want that, you want a generator. That's fine. You want fast internet. All of those things are available in the Gambia, but you got to. I caught it this time, y'all. Hey, you got to be able to pay for it. And if you're not, too many people are trying to get stuff for free in the Gambia. Americans, I mean, you expect that from the Gambians, right? But that's their country. They want money, whatever. But some of the Americans, I'm just like, what in the hell? All the time. Jesus, take the wheel in the whole damn car. Okay, so this was a question that was posed on Facebook, and I didn't want to necessarily do this in a video like this. Oh, Shantae, you're running your mouth and your hair is getting dry. I didn't want to necessarily do it like this. I wanted to do a quick video, but just a quick video on Molly. But I said, well, I might as well do it in a live. And that's how we got here. So these are messages from a person on Facebook, a Facebook friend that has followed me. I guess not just me, but followed I got to move my water. And I got to move my grapes. Okay. Because God only knows where this water and everything from my hair is going to go. Ooh, that's nappy dick. Got to make sure my hair is wet. If my hair is not wet, it's going to break it off. And that is what happened with the Nigerian hair salon that I was going to. Thanks to Nima Dia, right? I'm telling y'all, you will know who to stay the hell away from. Well, Nima Dia, she ain't in the Gambia no more, but as far as I know, I don't know. She probably somewhere still talking crazy to that daughter of hers, poor thing. But you notice how Nima Dia and Shrek aren't friends no more, but once I called Nima out for her behavior, about her daughter, how her and Shrek became ace boon coons that quick. But then someone told me that when they saw Nima Dia and they asked her, why are you hanging with that crazy girl? Why are you hanging with that girl? What did Nima say about Shrek? Oh, she crazy. But you were her friend, Nima. Big teeth, crazy eyes. You were her friend, right? You were her friend because I called you out on how you were treating that girl. You see what I mean about when I say about our people and how we're just lost? I don't know. I truly don't understand. And too many of us follow the nonsense instead of following truth. But, I get that's just life. Because, like, if you look at the artists, the celebrities, if, someone that, let's just use, like, I don't think I think these were two different eras, though. But if you look at the India Iries, or just look at India Irie, and then look at, I don't know who was out during the time India Irie was out, right? But India Irie should have been way bigger, in my opinion. As an artist, she should have been way bigger. But, I mean, what India Irie was singing about, that's not what people may have wanted to hear, because that was high vibration music. No, we want to listen to, you want to rumble with the beat, huh? Throw a hex, or, no disrespect to Little Kim, but we want to listen to, degrading music, and then music that degrade women, and then say, oh, men don't respect us. What in the whole entire F is going on in society? Nobody is calling anybody a 304, but if you got on that uniform, then I don't know how you expect someone to treat you. What? Like, I don't know. People are visual people. So if you got on a 304 uniform, then I don't know how you expect someone. I don't know. I don't know. So I know that with me talking about, oh, Jalen says Alicia Keys was out at that time as India Irie. And Alicia Keys was a huge artist, right? And is a huge artist. But Alicia Keys also does not look like India Irie. And we know that that plays a part as well, right, Jalen? Even though they both play instruments, right? I see that myself with me wearing my hair a certain way, my natural hair. You know how many people said to me, "Oh, you don't want to braid your hair? You not braid it. You don't wear wigs. You don't want to wear a wig. You don't want to straighten your hair and relax your hair." I'm like, you need to relax your feelings. If you think I need to relax my hair to make you feel, that's just America. That's the States. That's life. There are double standards. You know, people feel like light-skinned people have a better life or whatever. They get in the door quicker. I don't know. I've never been dark-skinned. I wish I did have more melanin. Because some of these beautiful chocolate skinned people, I'm like, yes, that's not who I am now. You know? But it seems like the worse you are, the more vulgar you are, the more you will destroy, the more you destroy your community, the bigger the artist you are. Let's talk about Jay-Z and Common, right? Common had conscious music, Talib Kweli. Conscious music. Maybe their music wasn't as good as Jay-Z's, right? Maybe they weren't getting the best beats, the best producers. I mean, I like their music because I do, like Jay-Z said, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? I need to understand the words. That was why it was hard for me to kind of enjoy the concerts in the Gambia. I just can't dance. I need to know what you're saying. I need to know what I'm vibing to. You ain't saying, "Hey, unalive all black people," and I'm like, I don't know. I need to know what's being said. Keys will win every award that those two were nominated for in the same category. Yeah. And both music was nice. I like both of them at that time. I don't personally listen to Alicia Keys now, and that just has to do with something personal that I found about her. Sometimes I could separate the music from the act, and sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I'm not supporting that, so I'm not supporting you. But I'm a big boycotter, right? And I feel like people should be big boycotters. If someone is not treating you right, if a company is not treating you right, you don't have to give them your money. Whoever it is. So I'm a big boycotter, but then also like certain artists, my spirit won't let me listen to them. I'm like, y'all on some other stuff. I'm not listening to you, you know, but and one time I was listening to Rihanna, the song came on, Live Your Life with T.I., and I'm out walking, exercising, and I had to walk through like this little U, and it's like it was a track, and then part of the track was rocks, and it went through a small forest, but there were houses there, right? But you know, it's the Garden State. This was in New Jersey, and you know, it's hard to find gardens in New Jersey because they're building everywhere. So I guess the deer didn't have anywhere to go. So I'm just, hey, live your life, chasing that paper, right? I don't even listen to that. I don't sing it. I know the words. I don't sing it. I'm singing, can't really sing. And I look up, and what do I see? A whole family of deer. They were so close I could touch them. Now I'm scared, right? I'm like, now they were just looking at me like, girl, would you shut up? You sound horrible, right? But these were the babies. Now, when I walked around. I'm just now push my headphones down. I'm walking because now I'm walking with a purpose. Like I was walking with a purpose for fitness, but this time I walk with a purpose to get the heck away from these deer. I get to the other end around the circle. Now I'm coming onto like out of the wooded area part, and I'm on the tar or whatever. So I could see the parking lot and whatever. Who do I see coming out of the other part of the woods? The daddy. Big horns. I said, oh, I'm going home. So anytime the music comes on, this is just the way my brain works sometimes, girl. You know you ain't supposed to be listening to that music. You know that doesn't go well with your spirit. And I'm just talking about me. It doesn't go well with your spirit. So look at what happened, right? So now anytime a song come on, I'm like, oh, hell no, because I don't want nothing. It probably has nothing to do with it, but it's just my spirit in my mind. It's like, don't listen to that. It won't let me. It won't let me. I was a big Jay-Z fan, had his CDs, and I can't listen to their music anymore. As I get older, I'm like, what the heck are you doing for the culture? I mean, the community and the culture, like not just, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older, but not just, I mean, do people not see the direction society is going in? Do we not see the big picture? Morals out the window, clothes out the window. I mean, as a woman, we can't continue to complain about stuff when we are contributing to the problems. We hold the power. Anyway, I could be on my soapbox for forever. So the Facebook friend said I had posted something about something. I think it was about Phoenix and whatever, right? So the person says, oh wow, did not know this. Imagine how many people thought she was scammed too. So this was about Phoenix, right? Don't worry, Phoenix, your video coming soon. These people get online and cry, oh, please help me, please. I don't have any money, and please. And y'all good black folk that always, so positive, and I guess y'all feel bad for them. And I don't know, maybe they're in the same age group. I don't know. There's nobody give me money like that. I guess y'all think I'm rich. I'm not that. Shrek said I'm on disability and I get Section 8. So send me money too, y'all. Per Shrek, I am poor. I am poor, big time poor. I'm broke dead. Tisa Tells always say, y'all always calling me broke. Shrek always calling me broke, even though I'm living a better life than her. But, I need money too. No, I'm just playing. I do need money. Shoot, everybody need money. Billionaires talk about they need more money, so you can never have enough money. But no. Okay. So I don't know why I did that. I know that this goes this way. What time is it? God, it's 8:00. I said I was gonna be on here for a short time. You see? I don't be lying on purpose though, y'all. Okay, so it says, oh wow, didn't I know this? Imagine how many people thought she was scammed too. Sitting around Mo's acting like she was got too. Real deceptive. So, sister, yeah, Phoenix is extremely deceptive. And I feel like I don't know how much she knew, but I know that when we exposed the scam, she didn't expose her full part in it. And this is why, I have not stopped on this side of the world in the States, because I think y'all know I'm in the States. I have not stopped looking for a way to hold them accountable here in America. No. I have not stopped. So our Kathy can send whomever she wants on my page, or maybe it's you, Peter Pan, Baldylocks lookalike, our Kathy. Or maybe it's your friend that you sent, which I will remind you all of in a short. I will remind you of the quote unquote cease and desist letter that was sent to me through email, through a Gmail account, not a lawyer's account, from our Kathy, right? I will remind you all of the times that Kwesi said, oh, we at the law firm right now filing a lawsuit, this, that, and the third. Okay. But my ninja, you live in the Gambia. You best believe if Tay lived in the damn Gambia, all of my cases will be done. So if I defamed you so much. It's not defamation when you're telling the truth, my ninja. But if I defame you so much, why wouldn't you be pushing the case forward to get your name back the way I am? You heard that? Now, I don't know if that's thunder, fireworks, or guns. I think that's fireworks. Stella, it's okay. She's like, what the hell is going on? It's the war coming on. You know I'm ready to fight. Stella. It's okay. Now she was laying out there chilling. Quiet, sleeping. Now she up. About it, Roddy, about it. Stella, it's okay. Hey. Where's your ball? Get your ball. Take it out on your ball. That's what she does sometimes. Stella, no. She listens, right? Okay, so she did listen. I guess it just... All right, she did. Hey! Okay. Gotta tell her to relax. No. So she'll start taking it out on her rope. Saint, come get your dog. Come get your niece, your fur niece. I know that's annoying. Can y'all hear her barking? Because it's totally annoying right now. Can y'all hear her? That's why I'm trying to get her to be quiet so we don't have all this background noise. Did I cut the music off? I think the music is still on. Stella, please. Stella, you want a treat? She'll shut up then, won't she? You want a treat? Yeah? They got a lot of fireworks going on. Stella, please. They are. The fireworks. Y'all should have saw her on New Year's. It was a mess. Stella, Yaiba. This dog is the most three-leggedest gangster dog. She really be at the dog park making these dogs 2-3 times her size cry. There's a dog around here in the complex named Ghost. He big and gray. Stella be going off on him, punking him. He was like, I said, Stella, stop. Like, she a bully. Stella, where's your ball? Get your ball. You hear her, she like, sometimes she sound like a pig. I swear this dog don't know what, she don't know what she is. She be lifting her back like she a cat. Okay, let me just close the balcony. Intermission number 3. Stella, please. Oh, shoot. Hey. Relax. All right. I'll just close the balcony door. Yes, we can hear her loud and clear. Thank you. That's why I just closed the balcony door, because she's not going to stop. Oh, she did stop. Little, you see? I guess that was the finale. I mean, today is Tuesday. The holiday is not till Monday. As soon as I close the balcony, she got quiet. But, okay, so back to Phoenix. So Phoenix wasn't honest. When we first exposed the scam, Phoenix wasn't honest about her level of involvement. She didn't tell us that her name is on all the legal paperwork in the United States. She didn't tell us that. She didn't say anything about that. Yes, she was an investor. She invested $250 with her friend, sister friend. I don't know what the hell she called her sister. I don't know if it's her blood sister. Her friend Sinai, whatever her name was. Right? The same people that were, oh, thank you so much for looking out for her. Oh, thank you. I think they were just happy that they didn't have to fund her life no more. Right, Phoenix? Because how many you talk about you got all these friends and nobody had enough money to put together $1,000 to get you home? This is why these ninjas was talking about people like Renee Marcus and, Kiki loves talking about everybody and in everybody business because she is a pathetic loser, aka Shrek. Oh, let me stop sharing the screen. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. This is why Monica, you remember Monica? Monica was friends. She was, what was her name on Facebook? I mean, on YouTube. It was under Shrek's page, Deborah. It used to be Monica. She changed the name. Monica, we still know who you are, boo. You better be happy I don't have a picture of you, because I will put it up. And when I start telling you all my last story, you will know why I will put it up. So these hoes had so much to say. Let's not get into that. Not yet. So Phoenix lost $250. She lost $250. So yes, in the end, Phoenix was being very deceptive of her level of involvement with this. Now, why didn't she say that? Because, if you weren't receiving any money, and I don't know that, maybe it'll come out in court. I don't know if Phoenix was receiving any money. How broke she was. The only thing she spent money on was alcohol. I fed her 2-bob ass. I clove your 2-bob ass. No, I bought her a few things for her birthday. I didn't have to do that. Thank you, Saint. God bless you. Thank you for the super chat. I did not have to do anything that I did for Phoenix, but I went there in good favor of saying, I understand. Thank you. I appreciate you. I went in there. I went to the Gambia in good faith of trying to rid myself of some of this stress in America, right? To prepare for my future. I'm not ready to retire. I probably can't retire till I'm 70. But I have that entrepreneurial mindset to have businesses and make the money that I want to make instead of sitting at the ball and chain when sometimes they'll get tired of you and they'll just fire you. So us living in America and working in the States, we realize that we go through a lot working in the corporate world, but we have to pay bills, so we deal with it. So of course, many of us were looking for an early retirement. If we can invest in something, why not? I saw how many people are going to the Gambia. I see how many people still going to the Gambia. Do they have... I don't know. I don't live there, y'all, so I don't know. Maybe someone else can answer that. But is there guest houses or apartments that Americans are offering to other Americans that are coming, the way the business that I invested in popped up? Right? Or the way, not popped up, the way the business that I invested in, are there any guest houses that will not cater to, but When you go into another country, just like when Gambians or whomever come from another country, they look for their people to be with, right? Because it's easier. That person, those people know their culture, they speak the language. It's easier for them to assimilate into the new culture with their friends. Sometimes people never change. They don't learn the English language being here, but when we go to somebody else's country, they want us to learn their language, don't they? It's just a double standard. People want to come here and then insult America. Then don't come here. We didn't ask you to come here. We got enough people here. Stay where you are. Just like people can go overseas and live overseas and not insult America. Why do people feel the need to insult America just because you live in somewhere else? You left here. Then don't worry about us. Kill your ass. I don't understand. And don't get me wrong. I was very vocal about the things that were going on in America that made me feel uncomfortable. I was very vocal about that. That is why I was looking to transition to the Gambia in the future. I only went to check on my investment property. Once I found out that my investments was gone, then my goals had to change. I just made the mistake of making too many permanent decisions on a temporary situation. Tay should have looked out for herself and said deuces to everybody else. But that wasn't my story. Now, how I'm going to come out maybe will be why I went through what I went through. But I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. I can tell you that. So, yes, Phoenix was very deceptive, sister. She lost $250. She was always at Mo2's because girlfriend did not have. Oh, crap. This was supposed to be 2. You see, I was running my mouth and I made this 1. So now I'm just going to make this one 2. No, I'm going to have to fix that. Dang you, Shantae. You were running your mouth. Didn't realize you made it 1. Okay. Now, the reason why Phoenix was always at Mo2's is because she didn't have internet. So I paid for the router. I bought the router. Phoenix always had the QCell router. Now we got QCell because that's what the Gambians referred us to get. But QCell would not work with my phone. Like my phone, the internet would not stay, my phone wouldn't stay connected to the internet. I find that AfriCell works better with my phone. It will stay connected. I have no issues. I don't have any issues. So people say, oh, AfriCell is more expensive. Well, why would I get something cheap and it doesn't work on my phone? I don't understand people's way of thinking. And if it's not their money, why the hell are they worried about it? You know? So, okay. So I ended up doing this as 1 as well. That's okay. As long as it's in a protective style and I can put it up in a ponytail or away from the water. So you'll see me continuously wetting my ends because your ends are the oldest part of your hair. I put product on the end of my ends. Yeah, because if it starts breaking, it's going to break from my ends all the way up to my roots. So when Phoenix was kicked out, her and who are they? What are they called? I don't know what they're called. Queen Jodian. I think they changed the name. People always changing their YouTube name, but I think AP and Jodian, you know, when they came to the Gambia, they didn't have anything. They didn't have anywhere to stay, but I was willing to allow them to stay with me. But then the problem is people have, they want to bash Christianity, but then they come with this takeover spirit. How the hell you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but you want to sit there and try to take over somebody else's home and then just say, oh, we're not gonna talk about that negativity, because none of them 304s, none of them ninjas can ever come to me and say anything. That's why they just, oh, we just gonna ignore her. You can ignore me because I know the truth and you know the truth, right? Jodian, AP. AP is a man. You can't even support your wife. You have no way to support your wife, and then you walk up into someone's house and you don't speak. This is after you got another investor to beg me to let you stay there. These are the type of people that when people say, why were you so angry? Because like, we Americans, I don't know how Jamaicans act. I've never been to Jamaica, but ninja, you come to America with that stuff, you get your behind whooped. You get kicked out. So y'all didn't even have $60 to go to stay in a hotel. You asked Jonathan to beg me to let you stay. And then I say the only thing that they have to do is speak, because you in somebody's house and you don't speak, and all three of y'all are broke. These people, I swear, like, hey, DeMarco, I thought Sister White was making money sewing and selling clothes. Well, I don't sew, but I was selling clothes. I wasn't making money like that. You know, I didn't originally want to sell clothes. What I wanted to do was, I wanted to sell bedding. And that's what I'm still going to get into. I didn't necessarily want to sell clothes. I wanted people to make my clothes and wear my own clothes, but I wanted to sell bedding, sheet sets, which I'm still going to do, but African print. The person that I hired to do the shopping was a Gambian, and she went to the market and she bought American print because they love everything American. So she was like, aren't these pretty? I'm like, they're nice, but I'm selling this in America, boo. Y'all Gambians love this because this is print that y'all don't see. We have these prints in America. Shout out to the person I left the sheet set to that hate me. Ow. All I know is, Mariama, every time you lay on those sheets, put those curtains up, you gonna think of me, boo. It's sad. I just being nice to people. I don't want to walk around being mean to people all the time. But it's like, if I'm nice to you and you give me nasty, I'm going to give you nasty back, boo. Your little 24-year-old behind. You still smell like Similac behind your ears. But you worried about me. I don't even know why some of these Gambian women are so jealous of us. Y'all not even on our level. You're not even in the boat. Some of them are. But these little young 20-some-year-olds that I'm talking about, girl, you came from the bush. You got 2 dresses and you hating on me? I don't understand. For me, I'm not going to sit there and hate on someone. If you're older than me and you got some knowledge, I'm going to try to soak up all your knowledge as much as I can to benefit myself. I'm not going to sit there and hate on you. But that's what she did. Oh, Jalen, I get it. Well, when you said Sister White, I thought you was talking about me because my surname is White. Oh, you talking about Sister Tubob. That's funny. Now, that is funny. You talking about Phoenix, Sister White. That is hilarious. You know, she wasn't. I know someone that invested in Invest Relocate Africa just like I did. And when Phoenix got her compound, she sent me a message and was like, oh, see, you could have waited and the money like, what was that message for? Because you didn't refund me anything for feeding your little tuba behind every morning, every night. The only time you gave me money back was when we went to Mo2's and you wanted to drink. So then you cash at me money and it literally says, because I like to drink. But aren't you on medication, Phoenix? Like, because I know you took my bottle of pills, right? gave her a bottle of pain pills. I thought she was gonna take one. When she gave it back to me the day she left, and it had 2 pills in there. So you took a 30. You were drinking like a fish, and you were taking pills, Phoenix. This is why, like, she says she's bipolar, but if she's not eating right, which I mean, not no meat, no dairy, which they say people that have autism, if they eat properly, then it can help them. Food is everything. But if you're eating whatever you want, you're drinking like a fish, you popping pills, you are self-medicating, Phoenix Rain. You are self-medicating. And then she say, I don't have any issues. Girl, you woke up every morning crying, having a nervous breakdown. But I guess these people can get on here and lie, just like they said, oh, Tay orchestrated her own home invasion. Do y'all think that first of all, who would do that? Who is that desperate to scam? And there are a bunch of YouTubers that are scheming and lying on YouTube for donations. But thank you, it was Saint, right? That blessed me. Yes. Thank you, Saint, for the super chat, because I don't get super chats, right? I don't. So for people to say, oh, she's getting all these donations, I could show every penny that came in through Cash App for the foundation and how we were able to give every student at least one item. I wish we could have did more. But people thought, oh, no, Tay a threat. Let me destroy her name. You can delay, but not deny, because what is for me, and no one can stop that. No one can stop that. You could delay it, but God can only deny. Boom. So Phoenix was going to Mo2's, going to her, what's she call it? My mobile office, because she didn't have any internet and she didn't have any money to get any internet, right? So Angel was nice to her and allowed her to use her internet there. It wasn't because Angel was being nice. No, Americans were contacting Phoenix. They wanted to meet her. So when they came to the Gambia, they were going to Mo2's. But what got me was a lot of Americans hanging at these restaurants, eating out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do you do that in America? Because if you do, then I understand why you're so broke. These people were living there and going out to eat every day, and then complain about having to pay money to stay somewhere that wasn't a dump. I don't know how these people were functioning in America. I really don't. I'm in awe. I don't know. And yes, Saint, the girl had 2 dresses and was hating on me. I'll tell you about that the last time I went to the Gambia. I tend to be a victim of xenophobia. And you can't change that. I wasn't born in the Gambia, but I have been physically attacked twice and verbally attacked once because I am not Gambian. I wasn't even doing anything wrong. How someone attack you just because you're walking down the street? But when I find out the history of said person, it's because they had the opportunity to go abroad and travel, but they think that they could do the same thing that they did in the Gambia overseas, and they got deported, and then their opportunity is messed up. So now they see someone that's from the West, and it's like, I hate you. Let me okay. You can say what you want. I'm going to say, why are you so angry? In the same tone of voice. What's going on? Why are you so angry? And then when the person go on, then it's ninja F you, blah, blah, then I go off. You just mad because I'm an American. Because that's what it is. And then later on, I find out, oh, they were deported. That's why. And I'm like, so you feel that you have the right to attack someone coming to visit your country because you traveled abroad and you messed up your opportunity because you were never taught you weren't given any home training. So you go to the West, you sell drugs, you sell rugs, you do whatever you're going to do. And then what happens? They deport you, and you want to attack someone that comes to your country? You stupid. I know now, y'all. Anytime I go to the Gambia, I'm on my business. I'll be on my P's and Q's. I don't talk to nobody except for the people that I do know and I'm dealing with, but that's it. Nobody even know when I'm in the country. And you have to move in the Gambia the way you move in America. Just because everybody's smiling doesn't mean that all skin folk is kinfolk. And that goes for everyone. That goes for Americans. That goes for Gambians. That goes for everyone. And it's sad. Stella, please. I know my neighbor's like, will she shut the hell up? I didn't expect any of this to happen. I didn't. I didn't even think that Phoenix and Quasi and Phoenix and Art Kathy, or Quasi and Art Kathy, I thought that they were showing us the truth. That Quasi was showing us the truth. I didn't even, not one time. Yes, I thought he was type illiterate. I'm like, dang, this ninja can't write. He can't. Okay, he's saying he had $1 million company. Well, all right, okay. So, but I also think about sometimes where it's like, it takes a team to do certain things. I'm talking like women pay attention to detail is what I'm saying, right? Some men pay attention to detail, but naturally women, that is what we do. We pay attention to detail. So, Nala, girl, hey, long time no see hear from. I know I haven't been on, it's been me. But I'm thinking, I was in charge of hospitality. So the small things, right? The gift baskets when people come, the washcloths. They didn't even have washcloths. How you have a guest house and you don't have any washcloths? Thank you for tuning in. You tuned in at the right time, baby. Okay, because I got an update on my robbery. Thank you, Jesus. Yalabana. It's bittersweet, but it's been a long time coming. August of 2021 was my robbery. It's almost August of 2025. You can't, DeMarco, yes, you cannot be fooled by the smiling. No. Because people will be smiling in your face, listening to everything you're saying and plotting on you. And unfortunately, Gambians, I still talk to Gambians, I love my Gambians, the good ones. I wish I could have experienced it. I wish I could have experienced the Gambia the way so many other people experienced it, minus the Rex tourism, right? Minus all that, because I didn't go there for no dude. I went there for my money. That's the difference between me and other people. Okay, if I have a man and he gonna take care of me, cool. But I'm still gonna make my own money, because how many people depend on a man, and then if he leaves you, you out of luck. And then if he take your good years, what are you going to do? No. My whole dream was being a partner and not a dependent. Because if I'm bringing in money and my man bringing in money, then guess what? Then we can take some time to spend time together, and he's not always at work. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So people need to be mindful. I just wish I did experience the Gambia the way everybody else did. But maybe this was meant for me, so many people did not lose their hard-earned money, their retirement. What about the continuation of Renee Dag? Girl, yes. So a lot has happened since then. And I should just go ahead and do it. So I'm trying to hold off until after May 30th. Today is May 20th. And today was supposed to have been the ruling of my robbery case. Yeah, but it's been adjourned to May 30th. But I do have tea to spill. And Maybe I will talk about it at the end of this one, or we'll see. Let me just finish this real quick. And then it says, so does it mean that Mo husband was in on it too? So in this message, they thought that Molly was Angel's husband. Mo is, she talked about Mo2, right? So does that mean that Mo2 husband was in on it too? So they thought it was the husband. Yeah. Molly was not, what's the name's husband? Was not Angel's husband. And the way he disrespected Angel, talking about other women right in front of her, he shouldn't even have been her boyfriend, honestly. Because, so y'all remember when they were talking about, oh, when you come here, we got somebody for banking, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to get to that. I just got to finish this real quick because, you know, it's like I got ADD. I be all over the place. So, or like Stella with a ball. I'm focused. And then it's like, oh, a shiny ball. So there was a girl named Alina. Alina or Amina? Alina. I think her name was Alina. And she worked at Access Bank. So that was the connection when I first got there. You know, she came to the house and, you know, opened up the bank account. And speaking of bank accounts, I have to do my video about about THC as well. So if you're on this live, that one's coming as well, because THC ain't good for everybody. If you get what I'm saying, no pun intended. All puns intended. All puns intended. THC ain't good for everybody. I'm tired of these damn people get online and acting like they so holier than thou, and they okay. They gonna learn to keep Tay-Tay's name out of their mother effing mouth. They have learned now, but since I found out you said it, I'm gonna call you on it. Okay. All right. So, Alina worked at Access Bank, and someone, I think it was TAC, someone, or yeah, because I think she came to Mo2's because she was meeting someone. Now, if anyone knows or have met Alina from Access Bank, girlfriend comes to work in, you know how some Gambians, they come to work in their ballroom gowns. I'm like, dang, they're, you know, their heels that are, Alina used to wear them high heels that will be in competition with the Ripper heels, right? So I think she had on jeans that day though, but she had on some heels. So she comes to Mo2's and Molly Morris is there, right? She comes to Mo2's to have a meeting with someone in regards to opening up a bank account. I think she had a manager with her. Well, it was a big brown dude with her, right? Big Gambian dude with her. And so she comes there, she handles her business, whatever. Because, you know, I just set up the introduction. I'm not involved in people money. So I set up the introduction. She, whatever. So now, this is what Molly said after she left. Now, he was talking to some dudes or whatever. I don't know who was there. But what he said was so inappropriate. And if anyone has been around Molly, they know I'm not lying. They know I'm not lying. He's very inappropriate. Has no respect for Angel. None. He don't have any respect for women. He was all up in the American face because he was looking for the next American. He was looking for the next victim. He was looking for his next meal ticket. The next woman to take care of him the way Angel was. So, Angel was so stupid though. She was so stupid. How you take care of a man that's treating you like that? And then when he leave you, you still allegedly gave him $10,000. Girl, when he left, he would have left with the clothes that he came with and nothing else. But these women are dumb. So Alina was leaving, Molly talking. He was like, oh, yeah, because you see them stripper heels she had on and did. Why are you talking about a young woman like that at your girlfriend's restaurant? Because you had no respect for her, right? No respect did Molly have for Angel. None. So Angel gave Phoenix the password, the code to get onto the internet. Do you know Phoenix was giving that password out to other people? This is why I say, like, that to Bob is disrespectful. I mean, you see that, right? She's arguing with her daughter online, the same daughter that you were living with. Nah, that's the $1 million question there. So I think that he thought Phoenix had money or had access to money, and then he realized she is broke as he is. But he was at her wedding. Phoenix had two dudes that she slept with and Molly in her wedding picture. I said, damn, she a pimp. She lost that weight and picked up some pimp behavior. Girl, how you gonna have a dude with the dreads that used to be a taxi driver? That was G's cousin. How he at the wedding? Why is he even there? You were sleeping with him. I'm so confused. We all heard it in the house. I mean, she like 50 some odd years old. Girl, why are you making... I can't. Jesus, I need to write a book because these people are a hot ass mess. She had both of them. You see her wedding picture? The dude on the right is her husband. On the further right is Molly. And then on the left is the dude that she was smashing. So, fix it. Black Jesus. So, this person says, because remember, he and Phoenix made fast friends. Now, I was always wondering how they became so close so fast. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. But what I can tell you is when Angel and Phoenix finally did the rumble in the jungle, and I heard Phoenix got all this mouth, but she got do to the point where, okay, so Phoenix talk all this stuff, but whatever happened between her and Angel, she went right to the police station and got Angel arrested. So we know in America, you're not going to get arrested unless there are witnesses, unless a witness comes forward like, yes, yeah, they were doing this and I saw this person do that, and that. If there's a witness. If there's no witness that come forward, if the police don't catch y'all rumbling in the jungle, nothing can be done. No one's getting arrested. Now, that's the difference in the Gambia. That's the difference in the Gambia. They could just say, hey, they hit me. The police are coming to arrest you. I'm like, y'all ain't got no witnesses? I'm confused, right? So Phoenix went to the police and told them that Angel put her hands on her. I heard Angel beat her up. That's what I heard. Yeah. That was the live that I did where Juliet's son kept jumping in the damn thing and someone was telling me all about Shrek. Yes, that was that video. And I found out that because Angel was talking to what's his name from Blackson, Adrian. She was talking to Adrian because they both were having problems with their mates. Oh, Jesus Christ. People are desperate. Tay, look, I'm okay with being by my damn self. I truly am. I'm at my best fitness wise. I can travel. I don't have to answer to anyone, and it's less stress. Because if you don't have the right man in your life, all he gonna bring is stress and maybe rob your ass. Because that's what happened to me. When I choose them, I choose all the wrong ones. I said, Jesus, I'm okay with being by myself. That I just got to make some money so I can have someone to take care of me. And when I say take care of me, I'll be in one of these nice ass, they look like hotels. They look like extravagant hotels for old people out here. And that's what I'll be living in. But what happened was, okay, so I have to move this because it's about to look like I have like 30 arms and twisted arms. I can always do somebody else's hair better than I could do mine, but that's because I can't take my arms off and turn them around. Okay, so whatever happened, because I still want to know why they fought, right? I'm like, I thought y'all were Ace Boone Combs, right? They named a drink after Phoenix, but they were only using Phoenix. They were using each other. Phoenix was using them, and they were using her. They were using Phoenix for business. Oh shoot, what the hell did I just do? They were okay. They were using Phoenix to get business. So when people, as soon as they get off the plane or whatever, they want to meet Phoenix, they come into Mo2's. So Mo2's knew, the owners, Angel knew, the owner, Angel knew that if she looked out for Phoenix, that these people are going to come and spend money. Right? Now, my whole thing is shoot, I ain't even getting enough food. You charging me almost $20 for this little bit of food? Girl, I'm about to go find me a Gambian spot. Let me go buy me some damn fish and oh man, I did that flat twist real ugly. It's all good. As long as it's twisted. Oh man, I did that real ugly. Okay. As long as I didn't do any sharing, it'll be all right. The twist may just look crazy. But that's why she did that. That's why, she gave her a drink named after her. Phoenix was, flossing. I guess, I don't know. I guess Americans we are really privileged and we don't realize it. And then some people go over there and want to stunt on poor people. That's like stunting on a 2-year-old. Like, ha ha ha, I could walk and talk, you can't. What type of issue is that? I don't know. But they always want to say, I know this person, I know that person. They've been there for 2.5 seconds. They know this person. I won't listen to that. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all ask me something, don't think I'm being rude, but I may say, oh no, I don't know. Because too many people are referring people to people and they just messing up their lives. Juliet introduced me to my former lawyer, Mr. Embauge. Adrian introduced Mr. Embauge to his wife. His wife, Juliet, ended up using Mr. Embauge for their divorce. So as you can see, there is no honor amongst thieves. You see what I'm saying? No honor. Like, and Mr. Embauge just gonna chase the money. He don't care. This ninja done kept my damn car. I done filed a complaint against him with the General Legal Counsel. They talk about something. The secretary is the only one I talk to. They haven't heard any cases. Okay. We'll see what happens when I pop up on your ass. Right? Because y'all want to play games. And the sad thing is you sit there, but I mean, why should it be any different from me? Because if any of y'all are on Facebook and you're looking at what's on Gambia, you see the nonsense and malarkey that is going on in their own country. So for us to think, oh, it's going to be all hunky-dory for us, you a damn fool and you lying to yourself. You can lie to yourself all you want. I know a lie when I see it. And I know what's going on in the Gambia, whether people talk about it or not. And most of them are not going to talk about it. Especially if they're making YouTube money. Why? Let's act like it's just all sweet. Come to the Gambia. Come get robbed. We don't have nowhere for you to stay. Right? I don't know. How many of us done got robbed? Some of us done got robbed twice. So, whatever reason, they got into that altercation. Angel ended up at the jail. Phoenix showed up at the jail. And so did Molly Morris. Right? Phoenix is the complainant, so she had to show up. Molly Morris showed up. Now, y'all would think that, if Molly Morris showed up at the jail, he came there to support his woman, Angel. Right? Wrong. This ninja came there to support Phoenix. When I heard that, I said, well, maybe they are smashing. Or maybe they both trifling, so that's why they friends. I have no idea. They both looking for the come up. Molly out here slinging gigolo style, right? So he can get a meal ticket, and Phoenix out here allegedly, her and her husband stealing shoes, stealing the Nigerian dude's shoes, and she going over somebody else's house every day asking for food. But online, she like, I know this. Come to Benin. Girl, you were just online crying, talking about something. You need somewhere to go. You blah, blah. I don't understand these YouTubers be online crying about being stuck in a country, come back to America, and then end up in said country. Again, or a different country. And I'm like, damn, they just finessed y'all asses. Y'all gave them money. They just finessed y'all. But the sad thing is African American people, we can't check other people. So anytime you say something, oh, you hating, I don't care what nobody say. It's the truth. But I tell you one thing, I won't be so willing and open to help nobody. Sorry. Do you know this? You know a block? No, I don't know. I don't live there. Do you know a no? I don't know. But you got somebody. Yeah. The only time I will refer someone, or if I would tell them, hey, I have not dealt with this person, so this is on you, right? Or I have dealt with this person in this capacity, so, but this is what they've done for me. You can't, nowadays, you just cannot vouch for people, because people are not being honest about who they are until ish hit the fan. And then it's like, I don't know that person. I ain't know, like the dude that introduced me to the dog trainer, and actually he was a dog unaliver, and Max ended up going. And then what the hell was his name? Joyner. What was his name? Enitor. How did I meet him? Through Nima Dia. She was smashing him. She was smashing all the rug dealers in the Gambia. She thought that she could do the same thing she did in America. Smash the rug dealers and they give you money. She got played in the Gambia. She was smashing these rug dealers. Enitor smashed her and kept it moving. She thought, oh, I drive his X big body X6 BMW, and I give him this, and he used you, didn't he? Then you started saying how you doing? These people are crazy. These people are crazy. So, what's his name? Molly Morris comes to the police station, and he comes there and he puts his arm around Phoenix and kisses Phoenix on her forehead. Can you imagine how Angel felt? She done brought this ninja to the Gambia after he done allegedly locked her in the room and was screaming at her through the door. But he want to say that I have mental issues? You want to say I have mental issues, Molly, but this is what you allegedly did to Angel? Lock her in a room, yell at her, and then unfortunately Angel didn't have enough self-respect and self-confidence and love for herself that she brought this bumpster to the Gambia with her for him to disrespect her even more. He done talked about, what's her name? You see, I don't like these people, so I forget their name in 2.5 seconds. Aisha May. He done talked about Aisha May boobs and how he couldn't look in her eyes because her boobs was on a platter, right? When he did the interview with her, when she did the interview with him, whatever. They did the interview together. And then when Alina, the bank girl, came, he said that. I always felt uncomfortable around Molly because of the certain things that he says. He is very inappropriate. Ninja, your girlfriend right here. What is going on? And we thought she was your wife. Stella, you ate your food? I have to feed her slowly. I think my dog is bulimic. She like, some days there'll be a day she'll go all day without eating. I'm like, Stella, is that how you stay slim? I need to learn how to do that, girl. So yes, Molly, I think you should think again before you say somebody has mental issues, because you don't know who knows about your life. And I truly hope that you don't do the same thing that you allegedly did to Angel. I mean, because if it didn't happen, then that means Adrian was lying, because Adrian the one that told me. I told you him and Angel bonded over their horrible mates. Juliet was out there with her little Nigerian boy toy. And Molly, who knows what he was out there doing with Phoenix? I don't know. But I guarantee you, whatever they were doing, it wasn't good, because neither one of them had any money. Who the hell is born? Well, I think Molly was born in Jamaica, so I expect this from him. Not all Jamaicans are jacked up, but Jamaicans that come to Africa will say, you know, Jamaica is only one step up from Africa. That's why it's so easy for them to come there and blend in and live. A Jamaican told me that. So this is not like I'm just saying stuff out of my own mouth. This is what they said, you know. I've never been to Jamaica, so I don't know. But it just shows how disrespectful and privileged Phoenix thinks she is. Someone helps you out and then you turn on them. So, I mean, I can't feel bad for Angel after she called me a B when she saw my nice car. Ain't my fault. So many of the Black British come to the Gambia and y'all all do the same thing. Y'all all create the same businesses like the Gambians. None of y'all can think outside the box. That's not my fault. I went to the Jamaican restaurant. A whole group of Black British people come in. 2 of them were in my car. I gave a ride to after we left Macaba's house for dinner. You think they remembered me? I spoke to them. They looking at me like, I'm like, bitch, you were in my Cadillac. I'm the one that gave you a ride to Senegambia. You remember? They were mad. The music is on. We in Africa. We African Americans. A lot of people don't like us. You think we care? We don't care. We don't care. I don't care. If some music come on, I'm going to dance. I stand up. I'm dancing. All the Black British sitting on the side just looking like, to the queen. I got a stick stuck up my butt. To the queen. I'm like, damn, y'all some miserable ass people. But I get it. Y'all deal with way more racism than we do. It's probably worse, because thinking about it. The Gambian that was born in the UK told me this. He said, think about it. The people that came to America, they came here and they came from Europe, and they came here and they just did whatever. They like, oh, we cut all ties. We across this water. Y'all can't do anything. So the British that were there, like, oh, we messed up. Okay, that was an experiment. Now we got to tighten up. But, you know, Renee Marcus always want to act like, oh, the UK, we don't do the blah, blah, blah. There's no racism. She living in a damn fantasy world because she trying to sleep with her brother, allegedly, and her dad is allegedly trying to sleep with her. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. So that's that about Molly Morris. You know, when he says, like, why didn't you, you know, why you don't like me? Ninja, that's why I don't like you. If you're honest with yourself, and the way y'all acted when you saw my car, that's the reason why I don't like you. The fact that you came to the compound to ask me, oh, well, what do you need? I'm like, I need food. I didn't ask y'all to give it to me. You said you had to go and talk to Angel because you weren't the boss, and you never contacted me back. But then you want to say that I offered you help, but you never contacted me again. You are a bold-faced Jamaican Black British liar that had to have an anchor baby to get somebody to take care of you. You a bumpster dick. Little bastard.